This is Jason Ford on location at Washington Park. Standing A Live, you already know what it is. We're here with Malcolm Jones today. He just completed one of his training sessions ahead of his much anticipated bout with Curtis Hill that will be happening here in the city of Indianapolis. First of all, MJ, let me just ask you how you finally landed the Curtis Hill fight. I mean, I know this is a fight you've been looking for since you guys ran into each other in amateurs. How did it kind of come to fruition and finally happen at this particular stage of both of you guys' professional careers?
I can't really say how it actually happened. I just got that phone call. After he went in there with the Russian. After taking that loss, I guess he just got something to prove, and I'm the man to beat.
That's what's up. That's what's up. So, speaking of losses, you both are coming off of your first professional career losses, each of you respectively. In your fight with Lanny Dardar, what was one of the biggest things you took away from that particular bout?
As far as what I learned from the loss?
Yeah.
Really just train, man. Like I say, a lot of people don't know I was out for an injury. Took 10 weeks off and just came back hungry, wanted to fight. And my camp, we just made a poor decision going in and taking the fight. So we had no business in the ring with him. Even though we was winning the fight the first 2 rounds, we went there out of shape. And if you ain't conditioned to take those punches, all it takes is one and you go.
So you feel the biggest thing was not so much in regards to your skill set or anything, but just coming into a bout fully prepared for whomever the opponent is?
Definitely after watching the footage, it was a lot of mistakes made. I mean, that's how I can say I did get caught with the punch. But the main thing that I did take from the fight, even if I didn't see the footage, was take every fight, don't take it for granted. Go and make sure you're in shape before you take any fight.
Right. So, me and Doc have had the privilege of watching, this workout that you just completed. Could you touch on some of the new things that you're working on in this camp in terms of not only strength and conditioning, but certain things as far as perfecting your skill set and throwing punches from a proper angle and proper distance and things of that nature?
Yeah, everything that we're working on now is just mechanics. Everything, making sure I'm throwing my punches properly, my feet are in the right place, my hands are up, so everything is. It's like going back to the basics pretty much. Making sure we're correcting every mistake we make in the gym so that way when we go into the fight we look perfect.
That's what's up. And I know this fight I know the date hasn't been officially announced with Curtis Hill, but I do believe it's something in the near future, not necessarily right now.
Right.
Do you plan to take any sort of bouts before the Curtis Hill match, or is this just strictly focused on Curtis Hill and nothing else matters at this particular point?
I mean, nothing else matters. Anything can happen before the Curtis Hill fight, but right now we're tuned in on the Curtis fight.
Okay, that's what's up. Speaking of this fight with Curtis Hill, do you feel that this is the biggest fight of your career thus far?
Yeah, it definitely will be. As far as opponent-wise, I wouldn't say it's my biggest opponent, but as far as the hype, definitely something that can catapult me somewhere further into my career, definitely.
That's what's up. And as we look forward into this particular match, what do you feel is your biggest edge over Curtis Hill? Like, what do you feel you do superiorly that he may not be able to handle, or that you just think is going to help catapult you to a victory?
Power replacing my punches. Curtis is not going to be able to stand in front of me and take any of my punches, whether it lands on his body or his chin. He's not going to take it.
That's what's up. And I know sometimes in the past you've had issues, whether it be you're fighting at a catch weight or something of that nature, with being at a true 175-pound limit. I know this fight will be for an NABC title, I believe. Are there any thoughts on not being able to make weight, or do you feel like you'll be able to make weight easily?
Oh, we'll make weight. Yeah, definitely weight. We have no problem making weight.
That's what's up. As we talk about Curtis Hill, what is one of the things that you feel he does well in the ring? Whether it be movement or, anything about his style that you feel like you have to watch out for and be cautious of?
He knows how to run and hold. I can say he does that very well.
So as we know, the city's been waiting for this bout for a long time, as well as you and he have. Do you feel any added pressure since you're going to have so many family and friends on hand in the city, so to speak, watching, and really the Midwest region watching to see what happens with you two prospects?
I won't say it's added pressure. It's just more so I've been waiting so long that it's finally came. And so as far as any pressure, I know who I'm going in there with. We're not going to take him for granted, but I do know what Curtis is capable of doing. I mean, I've been training with Curtis 6 years, 6, 7 years. I know who he is. Nothing's changed.
So a victory over Curtis Hill will mean what to you in terms of your professional career? I know some of the things, it'll mean as far as recapturing some of that glory that was kind of snatched from you as an amateur when you two faced each other, but in terms of your pro career, what will it mean to you?
I overcame, the controversial decision in the amateurs, but I get my notoriety back in the city, and I think that just a win over a guy who is 10-1 will look good on my resume and get me where I want to go.
That's right. After the loss to Dardar, do you feel rededicated to the sport, so to speak? Do you feel a renewed focus, or is it sort of the same Malcolm's here, I've just turned up my training and certain preparation in terms of that?
Yeah, definitely. The same. I'm still me. The laws didn't really do anything to me as far as taking away my confidence. I think that's because I knew the risk I was taking versus just going in there thinking I was on top of my game and losing. So nothing changed. I'm the same Malcolm. The only thing is we focused. I got my spark back when I got the phone call by Curtis. My spark is back. I feel like I'm training like I was in the amateurs.
That's what's up. Now, are you still working and training with Kenny Walker at all? Or
no, Kenny is part of the camp, but yeah, we definitely have a new addition. We have a surprise.
I have a surprise. Is it something we can unveil right now, or is it something we got to hang on to?
We hang on to that one.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Speaking of 2018, do you have any personal goals set for yourself where you'd like to see yourself in terms of, maybe being a little more active as far as fighting, maybe having 3 wins or 4 wins, or is there anything like that on your radar, or are you kind of just taking the year as it comes to you?
No, after the fight with Dardar, I know I had to make changes within my team. So I've already, made the necessary changes where we have to be active. For sure, I only fought twice last year. I went 1-1. That's real unacceptable. If you're trying to make it somewhere in the pros, you have to stay busy. So we're definitely going to stay busy. And then after the Curtis fight, we're already planning to fight for a WBF junior title.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. In terms of training also, you know what I mean, as you look into it, I've seen you do a workout today that I've never seen. Do you feel that's going to give you an added strength and flexibility within the ring?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely will. Yeah, I think that the workouts that we're doing now is definitely going. I've already made the transition, I think, into the pros to a degree, but this is just taking that next step up. I'm able to place my shots, turn my body where I'm supposed to turn my body, and I have the strength, and I will have the strength come fight night to be able to put a guy out, just by landing the blow.
That's what's up. So speaking of fight night, is this a fight that you're thinking will go the distance,
No.
or do you feel like the power is going to get him out early? I believe it's set for 8 rounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes,
do you have any sort of prediction as far as where the chips may fall?
Curtis won't make it in the second half of the fight.
So he goes down in what, 5 or 6? Is that what you're saying?
4 or 5.
4 or 5. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Could you kind of give the fans, in closing, some opportunities where they may be able to reach you? I know you guys have the CBA Promotions press conference coming up next weekend.
Yes.
2 p.m. at the Arts Garden here at the Circle Center Mall. What about any of your social media sites or any other media workouts that you may have planned prior to the fight with Curtis Hill?
Every follow on social media, they can all reach me at Malcolm K.O. Jones. Malcolm is spelled the same way Malcolm X. That's on Snapchat, Instagram, and Facebook. And I would advise everybody, please follow my fan page on Facebook, Malcolm K.O. Jones, so that way they can see training footage and just keep up with the schedule that we got going on.
That's what's up. Well, we appreciate your time for taking some time out. And speaking of Standing A Live, guys, you know, we're always supporters of you, and we appreciate the things that you do around the city, not only in the sport of boxing, but helping with kids and things of that nature. So we wish you nothing but the best in 2018.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
bro.
So that was Malcolm Jones, and this is Jason Ford signing off for Standing A Live. Please be sure to tune in. We'll go live every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking that boxing shit from the local scene to the national news. Peace.